Alright, this is Unit 2 Transformations. This is Day 4, Real World Scale Factor Problems. Use scale factors all the time in the real world, whether it's converting things in recipes. This one we're going to particularly do today deals with like mileage and maps and things like that with keys on a map. There's lots of different things that we use scale factor for besides recipes, organizing things like money-wise. I know proportionally something is so many times bigger or smaller, or in art we use scale factors. So this one, like I said, particularly we're talking about miles and on maps. The distance between Troy, Missouri to Denver, Colorado is 820 miles. The key on the map is 25 miles for every inch. How many inches apart on a map are these two cities? There's a couple different ways you can do this. One, you can set up a cross-multiplying problem. For instance, 820 miles over, you could just say x inches, because I don't know how many inches that would be. And you would set that to equal, there is 25 miles per 1 inch. You can cross-multiply to solve that. If you cross-multiply, you would get x times 25 is 25x equals 820. You would divide both sides by 25. 820 divided by 25 is about 32.8. Okay, that's one way to do it. It's about 32.8 inches. It says round to the nearest tenth. Okay, in Algebra 1 and I think in science classes, they set it up a little different. If you have 820 miles, and we did unit analysis in some of those classes, so you could say that's times 1 inch per 25 miles. This is another way people do it. The miles then cancel each other out, so you would have on top 820 inches over 25, which still comes out to 32.8 inches, because the only label left is inches. So if you want to set up cross-multiplying, which some teachers do that at the high school, or if you want to do unit analysis, this is what I do in Algebra 1, and I think some science classes do this kind of conversion. You can choose either way. Show me some type of way on the test of how you got from the answer of 820 to 32.8. Just need to see some kind of work shown, okay? So, again, choose which way you want to do it. In this case, we're talking about Sleepless in Seattle. Good movie if you've never seen it. Tom Hanks' son is in Seattle, and he has lost his mom, and he's trying to find love for his dad. So he is looking at a map. He has found somebody on the radio that he is going to hook up his dad with Meg Ryan in New York, and he's trying to figure out how far that would be. So he wants his dad to meet Meg Ryan in New York City. On the map he's holding up, it's 115 inches apart. If the scale on the map is 250 miles per inch, how many miles are between the two cities? So we have, this time, 11.5 inches. Again, if you set it up like the one above, I would say that would be over X amount of miles, because I don't know the miles. I do know that for every 1 inch, it's 250 miles. So if you do the cross-multiplying way, the words here should be the same word there, because we're multiplying diagonally here. So 11.5 times 250, that's a big number, we need a calculator for that, comes out to 2,875. And so if you multiply diagonally here, that we were looking for miles. Okay. So again, if you want to use the unit analysis way, you take 11.5 inches times, on this way you do it, you put the measurements diagonally from each other, so like 250 miles per 1 inch, so that the label inch and inch cancel out. But you can see you're still going to end up multiplying that times that to get the answer. So whichever way you want to set it up, show me some kind of work on how I use a scale factor.